Hello everyone, my name is Lucy. In this video I'm going to be making mashed yellow plantains wrapped in prosciutto. So let me show you how. Let's start cooking. When I'm serving plantains, I usually use 1 plantain per person, so I'm using 3 plantains for this recipe. I'm using all-purpose flour, 2 or 3 mashed garlic cloves, and they look like this because I had them frozen, 1 egg yolk, and about 1/2 of a cup of Parmesan cheese, and 2 packages of prosciutto. I'm peeling off the skin of the plantains, which is pretty easy. Then I'm going to cut the plantains in about 1/2 of an inch thick slices. I'm going to put them in a pot and cover them with water, add salt, and let them cook for about 20 minutes or until they are really tender. Once they are completely cooked, then I'm going to drain and I'm going to preserve the water for later use. And for the sauce, I'm going to be using 1 tablespoon olive oil, 2 tablespoons white vinegar, 1 diced large onion, 1 diced red bell pepper, 2 or 3 mashed garlic cloves, 1 diced tomato, cilantro, salt, and ground black pepper. And these are the ingredients for the sauce. In a small frying pan, in high temperature, I heat the oil and I'm going to saute the onion until they are transparent or translucent. Once the onions are sauteed, then I go ahead and add salt and pepper, the red bell pepper, mix well in between, add the garlic, and after the onions are cooked, it really doesn't matter in which order you add the ingredients. Then I'm going to go ahead and add the cilantro. And the cilantro is up to you how much cilantro you want to add. If you don't like cilantro, you don't have to add cilantro. Then I add 1 tomato. After all of the ingredients are mixed together, then I go ahead and add the vinegar. And I'm going to lower the temperature to low and let it cook for about 5 to 6 minutes. You can cover the frying pan if you wish to do so. I'm just testing once again for salt, and I'm going to add just a little bit more of salt before I let it cook or simmer. Now back to the plantains. In a big bowl, I'm going to mash the plantains just like I do with the mashed potatoes. Then I add the Parmesan cheese. And you can use more or less of the Parmesan cheese. Then I add the mashed garlic. I'm going to beat the egg before I add it to the plantains. I add it right on the center of the plantain so it's easier for me to mix everything together. And then mix all of these ingredients together. If you feel the mixture is too dry, we can add just a little bit of the water that we reserved from cooking the plantains, although it is not really necessary. Now to put everything together, I'm going to lay flat in my working surface a piece of parchment paper, and then I'm going to lay flat the slices of prosciutto, side by side, starting from the center of the last one to the next. I'm going to be making a square sheet, and it will take about 6 slices. I'm going to be making 2 cylinders, so I'm taking half of the mixture of the plantains and I'm spreading it over the square of the prosciutto. And with the help of the parchment paper, I'm going to start rolling the prosciutto with the plantains inside, making a cylinder. And I'm going to be making 2 of these cylinders. Then with a sharp knife, I'm going to slice the cylinder. In about 1-inch rings. Then I'm going to cover these slices with the all-purpose flour. I just make sure that where the plantain is showing is completely covered with flour. Then I put these rings to fry until the prosciutto is completely crispy in one side. Then I turn to the other side to finish frying, and they fry pretty fast. It will take maybe 2 to 3 minutes to fry completely. Make sure the oil is really hot before you place them to fry. Once they are crispy in the outside, you can remove from the oil, and they are ready to be served. And when serving, we spread some of the sauce over the plantains, and we can serve these plantains as a side dish or on their own as appetizers. Buen provecho. I hope you like this recipe. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.